Humans, delighted welcome. This is Season 4, Episode 9 of Battletech, A Time of Total Warfare. Now, last week, I included some content that was a little spicier than normal. I broke off a piece of that clan pornography for you. Let me tell you something, friends. It's not that I don't appreciate your pun fanfic creations of alternative methods, but I just want to be clear. Make sure to send all of those to my show manager, Pondothemad@gmail.com. He will sort through all of your delightful entries. I don't need to see them until they've been filtered.
See, I'll actually do that. Just send everything back to AP. I'll save the juiciest for him as well. Send him directly to Discord, his email.
All three of my emails.
Comments.
Yeah. Get printouts. I don't know where I was. There was Rad. I told you I'd have a good zinger for the intro, but that's it. You know, after watching Sam Riegel on Critical Role over and over again every single week, I just feel like maybe I'll never reach that A-tier intro game.
I think probably most people won't.
I'd like to say something edgy, like, I'm not most people, or,
right.
You know, yeah, but I don't have any snappy comebacks for that. I guess the only other intro thing I have to say is that if I pass out in the middle of this show, please contact Twitch and have them turn this stream off. I went to my doctor to check up on my blood pressure. Yes, right, medical story, guys. Check up on my blood pressure medication, and they were like, your upper blood pressure is looking good. You're finally below the 120 range. But you're 118/48. And I was like, that second number sounds low. And they were like, well, you might pass out at any moment. And I was like, eh. But we're going to keep you on the medication and make absolutely no changes. Because you seem fine and you haven't reported any symptoms. So I could have dangerously low blood pressure and go into shock at any moment. But probably I'm fine. That's the kind of top-tier doctoring that I expect.
Stand up and sit down 6 times quick. Let's test it.
What you're saying
is,
is
squats today, all right? Let me tell you something. I'm already there.
The best case scenario your doctors could come up with is maybe pass out at any moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is,
I wish I was exaggerating this story, but it is.
We troll Arthur until his soul
true.
breaks, and then watch him pass out live.
I think it's called syncope, right? Is that what that?
I think
that's
so.
the medical term for fainting, perhaps. That's what.
Is it kind of like those fainting goats, where if we surprise you bad enough, you'll just seize up and fall over?
I hope not, but it could be. I don't know. I haven't fainted in years and years and years. Gosh, I think maybe the last time I fainted was when I was stabbed. So, yeah, it's almost 20 years now.
It's an appropriate time to faint.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I was stabbed, so there wasn't much I could do about it.
Dun Spirit says it's called the Vapors.
The vapors.
The vapor. I think that might be something entirely different. I don't know where we're at. Cotton, let's bring it around to you for intros. You know?
Do you not know where we're at because of your low blood pressure?
Yeah, that's what it is, Sid. I have confusion, one of the symptoms of low blood pressure.
Excellent. This is going to be easy game tonight.
No, I'll just make
Arthur,
up rules since I'm the GM.
I rolled double sixes like 3 times in a row. That's totally a thing that happens.
Now that I've built a reputation of being bad at the
that.
rules, I could just say anything I want during this episode.
The only time I've seen Sid where roll multiple sixes in a row was in 40K.
Was if it was D20s?
It was D6s. It was all to the same units for an orbital strike to do.
Oh yeah. That was very, very out of character for my rolling.
It's the weirdest thing. It was the specific unit, the unit type, the model.
Mm-hmm.
Is stupid transporters.
Cotton, what do you got going on?
Hi, I'm Cotton.
Yeah?
I am still reeling over the fact that I apparently missed the porno talk last time.
Did you sleep through it?
I don't know.
It was.
I didn't. It's the first time about me hearing
Probably
about this.
drawing.
Pondo and I
that
were
could be
having a
true.
conversation. Well,
I
I was
also
like,
have
when did
no
this
idea.
happen?
Wasn't your character on screen right while this was happening?
Maybe.
No, it was at the very beginning. It was between Murder 6 and Bandito. Delta showed up and Rapier was like, no, oh no, it was Billy Wyndham
Billy Wyndham
Williamson.
Williamson.
He was like, check out this sick tablet I got and all this porn I brought with me so I can enrich the local economy.
Yeah.
I missed all of it.
That's okay. I'm used to people not paying attention to the
Wait,
story.
I don't recall this either.
You were there. You don't have an
I know,
excuse.
that's the sad part.
Don't you remember I was making smart-ass remarks about how crazy his SEO was going to be? It was right after we came back from break.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I do recall this because I was there.
What else do you have beyond that?
I don't be sorry. I'm glad I missed it, but I don't have anything exciting going on.
You didn't want to mention the fact that you've joined my new show, Board Game Cult, where you and Pondo will be joining me with weekly guests as we investigate.
New cult stuff.
Yeah, Board Game Cult stuff. I'm working on special titles for us.
Oh. She's feeling like a rubber band.
I didn't think it would hit you. My aim is horrible. I'm good. My intro's done.
Wow. All right. Well, let me keep selling. Board Game Cult will be, over the next 3 weeks, we'll be playing Twilight Imperium 4th Edition with Sputnik 71 and Kelsa. That'll be released the next time there's a major holiday or I can't get shows together for the week. So stick around and watch that. Who knows how long Board Game Cult will go on. Maybe it's always been going on, and as cult members, we just never decided to tell anyone. Maybe there's been 2,271 episodes since the year 1901, and my family's been continuously playing board games.
You know, if you're looking for cult-themed games, there's always Eldritch Horror.
You know,
on
I didn't
tabletop.
add Eldritch Horror to the list, but it did make my honorable mentions.
They do have a DLC for it on Tabletop Simulator.
Interesting. Interesting. You know, speaking of Eldritch Horror, let's talk to Pondothemad.
Hi, I'm Pondothemad.
I thought for sure he was going to go to me with that one.
You got anything, Pondo?
Oh yeah, I do. I'm just.
I'd
Making
say
a really
I don't know.
awkward
I would
silence.
say anything else, but you didn't actually say anything at all.
I was just making a really awkward silence.
Okay.
Yeah. Last Sunday I started the show that I kept secret from last Thursday because AP said the mean thing, saying that I probably couldn't do it, but he was probably right. I probably can't do it. I'll give it a shot.
But you are doing it.
Well, it's that the question is how long can I do it? Which might not be long. So if it does happen,
his blood
I'll...
pressure. His blood pressure.
I assure you, if anything, it's going up.
You just need to take Pondo to the doctors with you next time.
No.
Yeah, that started last Sunday and seems to be like it'll go relatively well. Not battles, 40K. That's some things and stuff happening there. Continuing the theme of I lose at least a unit per game. I think it was only one occasion where I didn't lose a unit. That was because I had a giant tank transport thing and a giant mech.
Giant tanks are fun.
Yeah.
I want to say you're the only one who lost a unit during the oh wow, both
The
during
Orc
the Orc
Blunder?
battle and during the Drakari battle. Amazing. Maybe you should stop playing forward melee fighters.
I didn't even play melee fighters in the orc game.
Well, I got a weird position on you. It worked out.
You found the one nook
It's true.
that you could sneak into.
True. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, we kind of needed the actual melee fighters because no one really had any. The Drukhari are shit at it. Not Drukhari. The Eldar are shit at it. Except when they're fighting Slanesh, which are just slightly less shit. And these are words from James, Grimdark James himself. Imperium is just pretty much, I like to shoot things, and so we're Iron Hands. So. Other than that, I don't have much going on.
Okay. I don't know if I have a follow-up for this one. All right, look. I've been, ever since you mentioned Pondo coming with me in the doctor's office, I've been writing a fan fiction. Imagine Pondo is turned into a chocolate lab and becomes like a helpful service animal for me and goes on, I wouldn't say adventures, but like day-to-day life. It'd be like a slice of life show. Pondo the Chocolate Lab. You know, you're looking at me weird, but that would be the literal only way that Pondo would ever end up in a hospital room with me. I want that Pondo the Chocolate Lab fan art of Pondo as a chocolate lab. That's all I'm asking for, audience. I don't ask for a lot. Well, actually,
Is this like Clifford the Big Red Dog, where he's giant, or
no, he's just a regular dog.
Okay.
Not giant. Just a normal chocolate lab.
What was the name of that movie that we just watched? Cotton Eye. It's about a dog who, when he dies, goes to a different life.
The Dog's Purpose.
Yeah, that one.
I've never heard of this.
Good movie. Also sad in some bits. Still good.
Okay. You know, speaking of someone who's sad in some bits, let's talk to Raddosaurus.
I was really curious who you're going to go to with that, but I'll accept it. Yeah, hi everybody. How are you doing, internets, and also friends from my IRL? Because I do consider you all my IRL friends. Since I don't have real ones, the internet ones are the only ones I have, so that you're as real as it gets.
Well, according to my mother, at least, that means that you're not real.
According to your mom, that's her opinion? That's
people that you're friends with over the internet aren't real friends. Says
Yeah.
a woman who is Facebook friends with her entire graduating class.
I feel like most people over 50, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
internet's not real. It's
Yep.
It hasn't even caught on yet. Like, it's just I don't know. It's just this weird fad.
It's
gonna
this
go away
magic
here.
wizardry that interferes with my day.
Any minute, we're gonna start picking newspapers back up off our front porch and reading
You know, I think I actually do have a newspaper on my front
talking
porch.
about the funny strips, at the water cooler and whatnot, and hooting out, pushing our lawnmowers with the spinny blades on them. Yeah, no, I'm doing good. My minor home renovations continue, so my house is still a disaster. But got all the new carpet in. The essentials are moved back in their rooms. They don't have all their toys unpacked, which I'm actually stalling on because I really enjoy them not having their toys unpacked. They each have like one small Tupperware of toy, and it's amazing. It's great. I am in love with this concept of one small Tupperware of toy. And when I do unpack their toys, I plan to throw at least 50% of them in the donate pile because of how much I like my children not having a lot of toys. But yeah, we got their closets put back together today. Just minor stuff. Starting to pick and poke at the kitchen a little bit. We're gonna be building new cabinets and reupholstering some chairs and just kind of some little odds and ends. Cabinets are probably the biggest project of our little miniature remodel. But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on in my house. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I've been working like a dog here these last couple of weeks, so I'm ready for a little break. So it's my first weekend coming up where I don't actually have stuff to do all weekend. So that's kind of nice. I'll actually get kind of semi of a day off on Saturday. So that's exciting. You mentioned Sam Riegel. and I think we should talk about Critical Role and how it's really been a slog for me lately. I have to admit, like, I have not been jiving super hard on the Critical Role.
They're in a weird place right now.
Ever since I'm a no spoilers person, but ever since they had their conflict, their kind of like major conflict in the church,
Yeah,
with their kind of primary protagonist, it's just been very all over the place. They felt like they're kind of treading water or something until they figure out. I don't know. The last few weeks have been.
They're moving from one story arc to another, and
it's been a struggle to watch.
Listen, they're in what I like to call the SidAlpha trial arc. It's where you have trouble moving from one stretch of story to the next because there's a SidAlpha trial somewhere in there, and the whole story becomes about the SidAlpha trial.
Yeah.
In the end, you just have to make him walk naked carrying a rock over his head, and that's how you get to the next part.
They really are struggling, in my opinion. I know all of your viewers don't. I know Zahn doesn't feel that way, but
no, I agree with you, actually.
I'm not like, I don't think the last couple weeks have been super good. Don't get me wrong. I still really like most of the players on that show. I think their personal dialogues that they have, and when they like crack each other up and they have a good, like, it's always fun watching other people have a good time. Like, if people are genuinely having fun, laughing, all that, like, that's fun to watch. But their actual story and, like, I don't know, it's not going anywhere for me. It's really floundering, in my opinion.
So I think Matt knows it as well. I mean, it's hard to really predict anything along these lines, but when the players literally outrightly demand a fighting tournament, that's usually a good indication that they don't like what's happening and they really just want to sit down and have a fight. And just like that, they're engaging in a chain of hijink after hijink after hijink now.
Yeah.
They need to move on with the story at some point. Otherwise, it's just going to be all pocket hot dogs for days.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. So, hello.
Hello.
Could I have goldfish, please?
You can have some goldfish.
But don't get all day.
Okay. Yeah, it really has just been like kind of episodic, I guess, which isn't inherently bad. But in contrast, the last two Acquisition Incorporated shows have been super good. Yes, super good. Now, look, I will always and forever be a Chris Perkins over Jeremy Crawford person, but the last two episodes have been really good despite Crawford. Not that Crawford's bad. It's just, I feel like Chris Perkins is a tough act to follow. You're never going to be that. You know what I mean?
I'm just not in it, Jeremy Crawford.
I don't like what he's done with their setting. I don't like the dimension hopping, go to Eberron, like all the I like the Eberron setting, don't get me wrong. I just don't like that so it's always been, their show has been related to like whatever book they're putting out, right?
Yep.
But I feel like I feel like Crawford in particular is leaning even harder into that than they even have in the past. And it doesn't help that I haven't been crazy about the last couple books that Wizards has put out.
All right, people are saying, by people I mean SidAlpha, are saying that I guess all of you are coming in quiet, so I'm going to try to boost you all up. If it goes too loud, just complain and chat loudly. I'm watching. Like this.
Right. So now that I've made my daughter cry for delaying her goldfish
Wow.
that she demanded immediately.
Wow.
I've really enjoyed the last couple episodes of Acquisition Incorporated. So if that's not a show that you watch, I highly recommend it. Obviously, the like many things, the old stuff is better than the new stuff, right? But Jim Darkmagic, man, Jim Darkmagic is like heads and shoulders my favorite D&D character of all time. He's absolutely amazing.
I mean,
Mike Rahulik is It's been so fun watching him, because when they first started doing the podcast, it was his first game. So like we've watched him go from a brand new player to absolutely my favorite player. And
there are canon D&D spells named after his character now.
I know. And listen,
It's so fucking wild.
The newest D&D book is a Critical Role setting, right?
Yeah.
So this is it. This is the opportunity to have an Acquisitions Incorporated Critical Role crossover, where you bring some Critical Role players onto the Acquisition Incorporated stage, and you take the Critical Role, the Ac Inc. people over to Wildmount, and they do an adventure in Critical Role.
Listen,
like
Anna
that's what I want to
Prosser
see.
has already been crossing into literally every other D&D show. Including Acquisitions Incorporated C Team, but also basically any show ever. Evelyn has been on it.
She's been and she's good, man. I like her. She's really good.
Well, not every show. She hasn't been on this one yet.
That's true. All right,
well,
Anna.
this is not a D&D show.
Come on down.
And second, she actually did mention me on a Dragon Radio Talk podcast once, so that's about as far as I'm going. Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
But yeah, that's been my entertainment lately, I guess. Critical Role has been, and Ac Inc. has been on the incline.
You're saying sell, buy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Understood.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm telling you, look, I sent Arthur the timestamp of the last Jim Dark Magic.
Yeah.
Of Magic. I don't know if he watched the whole thing though.
I did not, but I did watch that, up until the tree thing.
Okay. I'm gonna send it to Sid. I think it's something he would really appreciate as well. I'll put it in the chat for everybody.
Listen, for that Jim Dark Magic thing, I named my alter ego Dungeon Master Darkness Dark Magic literally
in honor
after him. Yeah. As far as I know, Darkness Dark Magic is a member of the New Hampshire Dark Magics, just maybe one of those offhand branches.
I'm telling you, good stuff. Other than that, I don't think I've been. I finished Rebels.
Well, congratulations on reaching the end.
It's a great show. It definitely struggles at the end, though.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that probably for not the same reasons Arthur would say it.
It fell over and died at the end.
I don't know if it was that bad.
A good three-quarters of the fourth season were horrible.
What do you want? You want me to give these to her? All right. My daughter sent me a peace offering of a small bowl of goldfish.
But isn't she the one that wants goldfish?
She wanted them, but then she wanted to make sure that I got some too, so that we would still be friends.
That's so sweet.
I know, that's actually very nice.
What was I saying? Oh, I don't think it didn't implode, but it didn't quite stick the landing either. Like I saw the stuff they were trying to do, but like they throw in too many things like in the last half of the last season that just don't, like they were there all along, but they didn't space out the connective tissue for it to really land at the end. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's an old cartoon, but I still kind of don't want to spoil it in case anybody's interested. But it's not bad. It's good. It's definitely worth a watch. It like a lot of shows though, it's in its prime, kind of in the middle, less so at the beginning and the end. But it is good.
Let me say this, okay? When Rebels was going on, James Earl Jones had not yet reprised the Vader voice on any of the other shows yet. Mm-hmm. And so when he sat down in a studio to do some voice acting, he was like, listen, I haven't done Darth Vader in like 20 years. And the guy was just like, just go with it. This is just the first take. We'll be fine. And that, him descending with the cape and the hand out, was the first take. And he was like, you nailed it. You fucking nailed it, James Earl Jones. You're a legend in the industry. We're going to do a few more takes, but I'm pretty sure that's all we need is this first.
He's got to be over 90, right? Like
he is old.
He's like 92.
The show's really good.
We watched Conan this weekend because it was leaving HBO.
Amazing.
And
the Barbarian or the Destroyer?
The Barbarian.
Classic.
He's 89 years old.
He's 89. I was actually
89.
off.
I love Conan. I watched it the other day. I watched like a clip of it on YouTube, and I was reminded how good the soundtrack is. The soundtrack for that movie is incredible. I would just listen to it in my car. Amazing soundtrack.
I'll be honest, I literally ripped off parts of the Conan storyline for the Issei Collision crossover. I mean, Kenneth Cross was literally like, Bandito, I'm basically your father. I've taught you everything you need to know in this hard world. And that's when Bandito was like, you know, this is the moment where I decided to really kill you.
He didn't teach me shit.
Yes. Well, I mean, from his point of view, maybe he did. But second off, I got to give a pretty good speech.
Yeah.
No one will ever remember it because no one watches Issei Collision, but it happened.
Was there a part where Bandito was explaining Kenneth Cross's sigil that had two snakes like this? With two heads like this.
When
his sigil looks like an
wad.
American eagle descending out of a flame.
Only put in that movie for Arnold to flex his forearms on camera, basically. So you can see his football-sized forearms like this.
Yep. Essentially, when he said something about being Bandito's father, he's like, "No, don't say that. Don't do it." He said it again, and I had to shoot him.
That's when you're supposed to find a hole and just throw yourself down it.
I did. It was the Gauss
Okay.
rifle to his face.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, not the same, but close.
I made the hole.
Okay, but never mind. Yeah, that's it. That's probably a long enough intro. Watch some stuff. Some of it's good. Some of it's not
You
good.
know, you don't have to extend these intros out on purpose. We can just
No, I feel like there's an expectation at this point.
it.
There is.
I have to tell you,
that's
for
the-
Board Game Cult, the intros are going to be like 5 minutes or less. And let me tell you something: Pokemon intros have gotten fucking wild. Our first Pokemon intro was like 2 minutes long, and now we're at like 20 to 30 minutes. And I'm like, we need to get back. We need to cut down the fat. We need to bulk up. You know, lose all that water weight. No sodium. That's where we're going with Pokemon when we get back.
Well, it seems like we tend to get delayed in that show at times. So we come back, we have stuff to talk about.
I know. You know, speaking of something, SidAlpha. I didn't have a connective tissue there.
Dark side?
I don't know. Sid, you seem like maybe you're busy, so it's a good time to interrupt you.
Yeah, I'm just catching up on some of the latest Day of Dragons nonsense because it looks like the developer tried and failed to spuriously DMCA claim IGP's video, and it's hilarious nonsense. My week's been pretty decent, except now I have to creatively edit the hour of audio recording that I already have completed for this video, and to make room for that. And it's been an interesting week for me at the day job. Tuesday, I ended up having to work 26 hours straight because of an emergency, and I ended up calling and talking to the owner at about, I want to say 6:30ish a.m. And after I slept for a couple hours, I woke up and I remembered I had to check my phone to make sure that I did actually call him and that I wasn't hallucinating. Which, happy to say, I did actually talk to him, and it wasn't all in my own head while I was sitting there staring at the screen. So that was good.
I have been there, yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I've been doing a lot of recording and everything for the massive video that'll be dropping on my channel here probably in the next few days, and just working and getting things squared away.
Is it so massive that you're going to get dump shock from it?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I might
develop syncope over.
I might, from time to time, claim to be some sort of robed wizard of the dark arts. Is a thing that I say occasionally. But there's someone among us, gathered kin, that is a darker dark wizard than me. A Fungin wizard, some have called him. Others have called him an insane cultist. Gleemo, thank you for joining us.
I'm Gleemo. You can find me at twitch.tv/Gleemo, where I stream Call of Cthulhu with lots of cults and insanity. We're on break until after the Super Bowl, so come back and see us live on Sunday, February 9th, or check our VODs and get caught up. Twitch.tv/Gleemo.
I'm
It's
gonna
been a busy.
embarrass myself real quick. When is
Yeah.
the Super Bowl? I like how you
It
said
is-
yeah to that.
It is. It is the 2nd of February.
Okay.
It's fine. I live on my show the other night. I was like, "So when are we going to play again? 2nd of February?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, that's the Super Bowl." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I stopped paying attention after my 2 teams got knocked out. Yeah. Other than that, been a busy week for me at the day job. I had a couple of late nights working, but not nearly as late as Sid. I need to do some work this Saturday, but it helps pay my rhinestone habit. My hot glue gun's getting a workout as I'm prepping for Mardi Gras. So,
Oh boy,
other than that, that's
Mardi Gras.
Well, I did
I
live
don't
in
know
New
if
Orleans.
people that don't live in Louisiana can
I-
understand Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
can't.
well,
They can't.
I lived in New Orleans for a number of years, and I'm still in one of the parade crews. So
Baton Rouge for me, but yeah, that shit was fucking
Ah.
wild. Alligators crawling out of the goddamn. we were right up against the Gulf, so just alligators crawling near your yard sometimes, and you're like, let's go get a stick and call 911.
there's actually a law in the city of New Orleans that no reptiles are allowed on the parade route for
Yeah.
2 hours before or after a parade.
I can believe that. Yeah.
I want to know who the person was who caused that law to come into existence.
Who ruined the reptiles for everyone?
I want to tell a quick Louisiana story here as an interjection. You may not know this about Louisiana. One morning we woke up and my sister was like, "I'm gonna play with these, animals," and I was like, "That doesn't sound smart. Never touch anything."
Words to live by.
What you don't know is that my sister gets in trouble constantly for doing literally anything, and this is a constant reinforcement throughout her entire life. So I wander away because I'm like 4 years old and it's not my job to look over my sister. Later, come to find out that the animal that she wished to play with was called a stinging caterpillar, and it was not just one of them,
Oh.
it was several of them. And they
Oh,
were in
no.
the season where they sting a whole fuck ton. So my sister went to the hospital with stinging caterpillar climbing on my arm itis, which is a real disease.
Yep.
Glimo, I mean, how Louisiana is your Mardi Gras going to be if you're using a rhinestones, and a glue gun? Are we talking like 20, 30%?
Well, I'm going down there for it.
Oh,
so,
fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
because I'm in
yeah.
one of the parade crews.
There you
so.
go. What
So
a
I would
mistake.
say all the percents that there are.
Yeah. I'm looking for a picture that shows you in like the Green Man suit, except covered in rhinestones.
People
just
lose
head
their
to
goddamn
toe.
minds.
I might bring something out at the break to show you.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm,
please
yes. Yes. I need to
All
know.
these non-Louisianans don't understand Mardi Gras. They're like, there's some beads. It's like St. Patrick's Day, but with less drinking. And I'm like, no,
No.
you don't understand.
Incorrect.
These people are fucking animals.
It's like that scene from Matrix 2 where they're all in the cave,
Yeah.
except for
Well, that might be
that would be
Mom's
like
ball.
that would be like a sober Mardi Gras. Now
Yeah, I
add
was gonna
alcohol
say.
and beads
Surprisingly accurate.
and feathers.
Limo, you got
yeah.
anything else going on? Feathers?
Yeah, feathers
Yeah.
in Mardi Gras, bro.
I've only ever seen the
I
feathers on the
happen-
masks.
I happen to have, I'll show you at the break.
I'll tell you
right.
where the feathers go. All right.
Wow, Rad. Wow.
Be easier for me to tell you where the feathers don't go.
All right. I've expanded my canon story now where Cotton turns into a rabbit and is also a support therapy animal as well, which is a real thing people do with rabbits.
It is. That's true. They are commonly used as therapy animals. As are hedgehogs.
I did not know that.
It's true.
I used to have 2 hedgehogs. They were super great.
They are. They're hard to take care of, or so I've heard. I've never had a hedgehog. My
They
brother was
can
trying to
be.
give me a hedgehog, but I was like, no.
Baby hedgehogs are hard to take care of. The
Are they?
adults aren't so bad.
Oh, okay. They adopted an elderly hedgehog that my sister-in-law's father was going to get rid of because they're moving. So they opted to take him for his last year or 2 of his life.
They only live like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, this one's like 7.
live.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's like great grandpa hedgehog. It's like Grandpa Simpson, except for a hedgehog.
You know, when they get, I had one of my hedgehogs was elderly, and when they get so old, they start losing all their quills. So you just pick
really?
them up, and they'll be like quills in your hand. Because they go through like a second quilling process, which they do when they're a baby too. So when they're getting to adult, they lose some of their quills because it's getting replaced.
Because they get new ones. So is it kind of like teeth? Like they just get...
I'm not sure if it's quite like teeth or like losing hair.
Okay.
It only happens for a little bit, and then they're totally fine again.
When they're old, they don't grow it back though, right? Like, are they just like little...
I don't
Spineless?
know, because my hedgehog passed away before she lost all of her quills.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I see pictures of them on the internet all the time. They're super cute.
Yeah, my smallest hedgehog choked on some plastic while I was at work because he ate a chunk of his cage.
Mm.
And then the oldest one was so heartbroken that she just stopped eating and passed away. And it was super sad. And I'm still very sad about it, even though it's been like 3 years.
I see Atomic in chat talking about asshole rabbits. Rabbits can also definitely be assholes, 100%. We had 2 rabbits growing up, a good one and a bad one. And they were absolutely polar opposites. One of them was just like a cartoon cuddle bunny, and the other one would like charge the side of the cage if you got too close, trying to like gnaw at your body parts. Like, it was absolutely savage.
I've always wanted a bunny.
We got the first one was some kind of mini something, I don't know, and the second one was a mini lop-eared, which was our good rabbit, which was really good.
I've heard they're really nice, the lop-eared ones.
They are. That was a very sweet rabbit. We'll probably get another rabbit at some point. I'm waiting till my children are actually old enough to demand pets. I'm not going to get any before then. So I have a feeling that once our cat passes away, we'll be possibly looking at rabbits as an alternative. But I want to get one of those big ass fucking rabbits. The ones that are the size of like a beagle.
A hare?
No, they have lop-eared rabbits that are, I don't know I'll have to look up the breed, but I mean, they're the size of a watermelon.
The ones with the really big ears.
Yeah.
Drag on the ground.
They're like floppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple different breeds of big rabbits.
It's like a Flemish thing.
Yes, Flemish. I think that's what it's called, actually. Are we buying time for you, Arthur? Or are you waiting for us to shut up about rabbits and hedgehogs?
I was crafting a second intro joke while you were talking about your rabbits.
All right.
Are we ready to get started?
I'm ready.
I Googled it, and the Flemish is the giant ones with the ears that stand up, so that's not what we were thinking of.
Oh.
Now we're ready.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, the people who skipped introductions are going to get that one. Now, I want to make a real emphasis. 2 things. First, Cotton's... one of her mechs is illegally placed. It's 4 spaces from the edge instead of 3. I had one as well. But guess what? The audience only called me out on mine, not on Cotton's. They made extra sure to triply call me out.
I moved one back.
Yes. Number 2, I want to make a real emphasis to all of the people of Earth that are watching this. Tonight's battle is not a simulation of a real conflict being fought on a distant star, okay? Everything you're seeing tonight is purely fictional and is not a simulation of a battle being fought on a distant star. We are not searching for someone who has the gift, okay? Just want to be extra clear on this note. Everything you're watching is fake. Do not be concerned.
Right.
Okay.
I think I get the reference.
I feel like he's saying
I don't
this,
know the
but it's going to turn into one of those
connection to it.
Last Starfighter moments.
It is Last Starfighter, yes.
Oh, I was gonna say Ender's Game.
No, it's Last Starfighter.
I got it though. Last Starfighter,
I
also
just
an
thought
excellent
there was some
movie.
weird guy that thought this was an actual simulation.
None of us are alien androids left here to parade as our actual
Hang
selves
out
because
with your
we're
girlfriend.
really in space. Yeah.
I guess Ender's Game also does work with that in some regard, but Last Starfighter was what I was going for.
I get it.
Previously on this show, Harbinger joined us, being all word of Blakey and looking at Bandito as if maybe he's a piece of scum. Bandito and Murder 6 discovered secret information from the Star League that led them to make some decisions. Those decisions involved staying here, so nothing really changed. They had a decision to run away, and Sid was like, no, let's stay here.
All obligations got in our way.
Sid
For once.
also made a decision to not fire his adjutant after she put in her resignation, and then spent the rest of the episode glaring at her and occasionally making her do.
She was glaring
Glaring at him.
Yeah, there was mutual glaring.
I really don't think there was.
You called her
It was
out in the
mainly
middle of
her.
a command briefing and asked her what her
Because I
opinions were.
wanted her opinion. I was trying to include her in the
I understand.
conversation. That's what you do.
She's a non-commissioned officer, and you're like
Doesn't matter.
7 or 8 ranks higher than her, and
Doesn't matter.
strategic.
She's supposed to be basically my assistant, and you need to be able to trust your assistant and your assistant's opinion. In order to get your assistant's opinion, you have to ask for it.
I understand, and your assistant's opinion is that your opinion is the correct opinion, and that
That's
is the
not
one
an
the
opinion.
unit should execute in good discipline and order.
That's not an opinion.
Beg to differ.
Beg all you want. It won't change things.
Wow. I want to say, Sid, if you take that line back and say it like slightly more villainously, that would be really beg all you want. It won't change. Oh, it's very Thanos as well, you know? Yeah, you could say it's slower and more expansive.
Beg all you want.
Yeah,
I
see?
could work with that.
Yeah, Sid, the master of accidental evil dialogue.
Well, it's because I am evil at heart. Most people know this. So
You all were summoned to a command briefing, wherein you learned that a transport possibly carrying the last survivors or an officer of the 8th Albiera militia would be passing south of the city. Is it a trap? Is it not a trap? No one could figure it out, but you're the only Mechwarriors that were available for the job, because mysteriously every other mech in the unit was being worked on. That's how guest episodes work.
It's all my faults.
Don't worry. We have 2 more guests coming up over the next 2 months, so it's going to happen a lot.
Oh, I have to talk to you about that after the stream, Arthur.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's do that.
It's a good thing. It's a good
All right. It was a little worrying at first, though.
No, it's a good thing.
Okay. Where are people even getting this emote from? Oh, it's still available from those channel points. Okay. I don't know why people think this finger licking good thing is good. I don't get it.
I think it's pretty great.
I try not to react to it, but they use it all the time now.
Is this a Sun Spirit creation? Seems like a Sun Spirit creation.
So it's a thing on Twitch where you can alter people's emotes by spending channel points or whatever that you get from watching. So you can like squish it down or make it have a Santa hat and stuff like that. It's not a Sun Spirit creation, but it might as well be. It's that crowd, you know. Where was I? You're trying to. Wow, Sid. No,
Oh,
you have
mine
to.
doesn't
You
work,
have to pay
apparently.
points. You can't just do it like that. You have to.
All right.
You have to emote it out somehow. I don't know.
Oh, you
how
can
to-
put sunglasses on it.
Yes, you can. But I
But they
already
don't line
have-
up with your eyeballs.
Yes, I have an emote with my eyeballs covered in sunglasses. I just haven't uploaded it to Twitch. Thanks, Pondo, for showing everybody how it doesn't work that well.
It's worth a shot.
Listen,
I just
YouTube,
said
I
that the
apologize.
glasses didn't line up with his eyes.
We're so. You raced out into the desert. The desert has the following rules, so pay attention. Solid buildings cannot be seen through. The ruined buildings give a +2 bonus to be shot through. You're fighting in a desert at dawn.
It's unlocked.
You get the following penalties. You have a +1 modifier to hit with all weapons for the battle. However, for every 25 points of heat that you generate, not dissipate, generate it all, you get a -1 to hit towards that target. And at the end of every round, the desert drains 1 heat from you. Heat management going to be a very serious thing in this battle.
So it's a +1 to hit.
What's a +1 to hit?
Is it 25 points makes it harder to hit? Or
Makes it easier to hit. It makes you more visible.
Oh,
The
okay.
-1 to hit.
I cannot generate 25 heat.
Then that's not surprising because you're in a light mech.
That's bad because I can. Actually, so
just to
can
be
most of
clear,
us.
you don't want to generate 25 points of heat because it makes you glow and easier to hit.
No, I was happy about it.
Yes, good. Pondo was confused, but you were good.
Everybody
No,
else can generate 25 heat. I cannot. Even if I'm running, I can't generate.
I have mechs that can generate like 50, 60, 70 points of heat around.
I think if I jumped like all 6 and then fired all my weapons, no, I don't think it's
know
enough.
why this emote makes me so happy, but it does.
God
Yes,
damn
me
it,
too.
SidAlpha. I don't understand why you people are addicted to this thing now.
Can you say the heat thing again?
Every
So for
25 points of heat that you generate
It makes it easier
gives
for you
you
to
a
hit. by-
-1 to be hit. It makes you easier to be hit.
Got it. Oh yeah, it's because it's nighttime. That's right. I
And
remember.
how much heat do we lose each round?
-1.
-1.
Not a lot. After 10 rounds, it will become warm enough in the desert to begin generating heat instead of losing it.
Gotcha.
Anything else? Chat has completely removed my... I don't want to say will to live. But they're spamming AP finger licking good, which again is not a real emote. They've invented it.
It is now.
Out of whole cloth. All right. I'm also... How do I make this infinity? Wait a... I don't know how to make this bag deal infinite numbers of dice. Does anyone know how to make a Roll20 tabletop simulator? Don't hit me with "I have spoken," chat. That's
That's okay because the Warhammer crowd will roll in and crush them in the name of the Emperor.
no. The Warhammer crowd is the one doing this. So these vaguely fuchsia dice are for bonus heat. Let's give our audience here a look at the battlefield, and then we'll get started. That buccaneer, that axe.
That axe.
Sid, I know that you're in on it now. Let's roll, Sid.
All right. All right. Serious. This
Yes.
is totally serious
Uh-huh.
thing. All right. It's 13.
Oh, you know, that makes perfect sense. A 13, you beat me by many points.
Good. I don't have to reroll.
All right. So for folks at home who might have forgotten, which is all of you, there is this thing that we have. It is called plot points. You have plot points equal to your edge.
Mhm.
Harbinger, you have 2 plot points. Everyone else has 1 or 2. Most of you have 1. You can use them to do various things like reroll rolls or automatically survive ejection so you don't get horribly murdered, or cause enemy criticals to be super critical, or chain cause the mech to fall down over and over and over again. You know, however you want to do it. So I need to move 2 at the start. I'm going to move my cargo Saladin containing possible let's call them rebellious separatists. And let me go find my Puma sheets. What's my movement rate? 9? 9 sounds good. Seven, 8, 9. Works for me. Remember last week when Rad was like, there's no way they're going to run directly towards us with no strategy at all.
So are we going to run directly towards them with no strategy at all?
Go back and watch the video because I'm pretty sure I go, that shows what he knows about clan tactics. No big foodstuffs. The reason you're called bad foodstuffs is because you insulted Rome at some point. Or something like that.
How dare.
Yeah, no one should insult Rome. Instead, we should be insulting Brexit, which is now actually a thing.
What's our plan, guys? Are we just running straight up for at least the first round?
My plan is to come to this region.
Okay.
To prepare to initiate some sort of assault on the next turn. I think we should take the city, and maybe one or two of us in the woods. Make for the woods on either side. Does that make sense?
Okay.
They've got all the long range punishment, right? Like, we don't want to get in a shootout with them. They're literally bringing Gauss rifles and clan PPCs that are gonna fucking shave off like a body part each time they hit us.
I have a question.
You can
go ahead, Bandito.
As from last time, our initial plan was to just try to rush as fast as we can towards the city, and then branch off within there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So essentially, first turn is just rushing forward because we'll be pretty much at long range for everything if it can even reach us at that point. Second turn, we can branch off into the city if we feel like, and try to get cover behind some of the buildings.
Okay.
Are we going first? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Arthur already went.
Already went. I'll go ahead and move.
Bork. Boof.
Just realized everything I said was muted. Never mind.
What'd you say?
It was something like, it's like two cowboys running towards each other in a burned out, dusty desert town. Running directly towards each other. Alright, we got this Kit Fox. All the Kit Foxes are 6'9s as well, so it's going to be really easy to just put him right behind his partner.
Do.
Alright, Texas, calm down.
You said it was two cowboys. Nothing cowboys like more than a little bit of square dance.
Okay.
You know, historically, that's how they actually settled disputes, was square dance-offs.
Square dancing? Yeah.
Not shootouts. Yeah.
Pondo, I'm going to move your die because I'm going to move into that spot.
Trust me, I'm a history teacher. Everything I tell you is true.
See, I believed everything until the last line.
Arthur's alarm bells start going off. Wait a second. Anytime anyone says everything I say is true.
Is Pondo the one that says everything one of us says is false? You guys are the two guards conundrum. All right. Apparently, your battle plan also to charge. Man, what are people doing in chat right now? Oh, it's so distracting.
Just roll with it.
Just don't look. I mean, what's the worst could happen, right?
I can't not look. I'm a streamer. I have to keep an eye on things.
See, that's what you have mods for, though.
The mods are the ones doing it, Sid. And you know that because you're a mod and you're one of the ones doing it.
I'm not a mod.
Are you not a mod?
No.
Wow, so
I've
Pondo,
never
Cotton,
been a
and
mod
Rad
on
are all
your
mods,
channel.
but not you. Wow.
Yeah, I've never been a mod on your channel.
Yikes. I feel bad.
I think that was decided long ago around the Winter's Edge time when I lost my temper.
I don't think
with
I
your
decided that
chats
you
in
weren't going to be a
Discord.
mod, but listen, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but my mods rarely have anything to do. The one time I need them, they're the ones betraying me. All right, come on, little doggies, it's your turn. Move along now.
Very well. You know.
Interesting. What's the strategy there?
Strategy is called "Don't Get Shot," and
I'm
I think
honored.
it's a good one.
Let me tell you something. Your strategy is literally as old as warfare itself.
Mm-hmm.
A time-honored tradition. I have moved.
Dun 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 dun.
Because I figured means they're outside of my range right now. It wouldn't make sense for me to let them get a free shot on me. That just sounds like bad warring.
KFC thing coming from?
All right.
Is
I
it
believe, Arthur, we discussed that I could start at whatever heat I wanted.
Correct.
So I have triple strength mimer activated. I'm going to make my piloting roll to activate my supercharger.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm good. And I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hexes.
Jesus Christ. It is a terrifying centurion. It really is.
Right. Well, his numbers are very high, but he is kind of shootable.
Yeah. I knew that. I have to look on the chart. Is 12? Is running 12? Is +4 the most you can get for movement?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, really?
We're still planning on center to center, right? For the hexes. For
Yes.
Oh, man, you got to go over 17 to get more than a +4 moving.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
There are mechs that can do that.
Yeah, it's true.
I was watching an episode
And
of
a lot of
DFA once,
vehicles.
and they had a mech that went 40 hexes in one turn.
Jesus Christ.
And
That's stupid.
It made several turns during that movement as well. It was just like zoom, 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 zoom.
What
zoom,
mech
zoom,
was
zoom.
it? Do you know?
What's that, clan quadruped?
Yeah, it was like a really fast clan mech with like mask engaged.
Let me just run around the entire map just for
that's
kicks
what
while
I-
you guys are still trying to close.
I mean, look, a +7 to hit means that you're basically impossible to be touched. You know.
Yeah.
See, that could be fun.
I have moved. I've also spoken. I think there are VTOLs and definitely aerospace fighters that can achieve that kind of speed.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, to be honest, I've had at least 3 people ask me to actually put the yellow jackets on the battlefield because they want those super fast VTOLs that are just literally a flying Gauss rifle with no armor.
Fire Moth can also get up to 20 hexes
It's crazy.
with mask.
Yeah, that sounds right. Can't wait for Raddosaurus Season 5 designs clan light mask triple sprint limer supercharger.
Hell yeah.
Can
He's
run
like
60 hexes.
Yeah, I might only be 20 tons, but let me tell you something. I just hit for 60 points of damage with one punch. I use a charge attack. I think that's a strategy that's banned at tournaments. It's just having a a light or medium mech that's super fast, charging it in a straight line and hitting somebody for an incredible amount of damage.
I absolutely
no-
plan to charge
no Zerg
sometime
rush.
during this fight.
All right, well, I absolutely plan to shoot one of you right now. Talk about adders. Talk about ranges.
You can shoot me, definitely. I'm at 22 hexes from your front adder.
20, 21. I'm 21 from the Arctic Cheetah.
Makes no difference.
I think Arctic Cheetah looks super shootable. Do I want to be bold? I think I want to be bold.
Let's see how well that works out for him, Cotton.
Yeah. What's interesting is that really actually works out in this situation. I'm going to fire both ERPPCs tied to the targeting computer. So I'm just going to go ahead and blossom my heat. 3, 4, 5 for running. 6, 7, 8 for your thing. Long range makes it 12, so 11. I'm just going to fire 1 then. No reason to get too overzealous.
You're not feeling froggy?
No. So let's talk about heat. Also, which one of these guys are they? That's number 2. I don't generate any heat this round. Okay.
Of course.
At the end of the round? Because I'm not in range of anything.
You guys, I'm
Actually,
sorry.
I think Cotton could probably hit something.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Yeah,
can
I
fire
can hit
back.
the guy who shot at me.
Yeah.
I think it's also on 12.
Oh yeah, the
I was
LRM
trying to look up
5s.
the modifier for walking.
Walking
Oh.
is +1.
You know, I forgot the
Oh, then it's 11.
Desert Darkness +1, so I would have had to hit on a 12.
Okay, so yeah, it's 12.
Yeah, I'll try to shoot one LOM 5 for 12. Why not? I'll try to shoot them both, I guess. Might as well take a chance to hit you.
Take a chance, roll the dice.
Take a chance.
Very well.
That's a miss.
That was close.
I'll use lucky to reroll this one dice. What the shot?
I will counterfire with the Kit Fox A1. Actually, I don't even know if I can make the shot. It doesn't have a targeting computer, does it? Nope, I can't make the shot.
Say range 22.
Yes. Can shoot at the Buccaneer. I guess I will fire 1 PPC blast at the Buccaneer for a 12. Nope. Not even
Good,
close.
He's a guest.
Blake protects me.
Yeah. Okay. Extreme range, both of you running at each other. Sure. Yeah, it was Blake, all right.
Harbinger, I don't think that was Blake. I think it was just those clan pilots, I think, aren't what we're used to. I think they're probably a bit shit, actually. And I say that on open comm.
Wow. Look at Mr. Shit Talker here. God damn. If there is no one else available to shoot, let us withdraw our movement dice and roll for Sid to win initiative.
Ooh. The
Oh,
first
wow.
roll is an 8.
Yeah, I like how you preface that. My first roll is 12.
All right. Well, oh my God.
Oh,
Snake eyes.
ouch.
Mark that
Does
down.
that count? Does that count? Rolling
I
snake
mean,
eyes?
that counts to you marking it down for a medal.
I'll allow it.
Where's the
Yeah,
medal?
go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, it's snake eyes. It doesn't specify when or where.
Okay.
Just that way you know that your failure is.
You know, SidAlpha, It is always high noon somewhere in the world.
It's okay.
You all are moving first.
I'll go ahead and move first, means I'm the one that flubbed the roll.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Let's see. Turn for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Huh.
What? I have a run of 9.
Yeah. No, just a interesting position.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Uh-oh.
Why? Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no!
fucked up. Here, I'll fix it. Let's see. We got.
I don't think it's fixable.
No, yeah, it is. I've done it before. But you got to shrink it a touch and then bring it back up. There we go. And then, okay, you locked it. See, I've got some practice at doing that because I tend to have a habit of finding those.
The enemy Saladin moves from what some might call a leisurely, stately, mid-30s, lower 40s to extreme fast speed.
So 8 hexes?
Could be 9.
That's 8.
No. There you go. And
Remind me one more time what happens if I turn while on the road.
You have to make a
Id
piloting
rules.
check, and
that's only if you're running, but yes.
Yeah, if you run, on a road or concrete, and you turn, you have to make a piloting check to not skid, or else bad things happen. You fall prone.
And that's just I have to roll higher than my piloting skill.
Yes.
Okay.
So long as you don't have any sort of gyro damage or leg damage.
Okay.
You all
That would
up.
also add.
Great.
Of all the things I don't want to do, I might have to do it. I don't know who wants to go before me. If anybody wants me to go, I'll go.
Do you want me to go?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. 11 seems good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I have moved.
I can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn for 6.
Get a quick message
7.
over the comms. Lieutenant Paul Cullors at Air Command is informing you a UFO has been spotted over the battlefield. Shaped like 7 red D6s hovering around each other. They believe it's some new clan technology.
Try to not roll snake eyes.
Oh,
I did not
boy.
roll snake eyes and did not fall down.
Okay, all right. Look at Mr. Zoomer here. Well,
I took 1 dice and I tried to put it back and I'm making it worse. How do I put it back?
you can't now. Once you remove it from his grasp, he has to drop them all and select the new ones.
I am so sorry.
Look, the key is to take the center one. And then a new one becomes the center one each time. It's great.
This is like the Patras in Legend of Zelda. If you accidentally got the key one, then they get stuck in the expando.
I'm honestly surprised that we've never had 2 or more players sit down and just play a game of cards on the side or make a solitaire deck.
Kelsey and I used to build towers.
Listen, I am keenly aware of you, Kelsa, and Lexi building some fucking towers.
But Kelsey and I built towers together occasionally.
Ah, I see. Well, that's what happens when you're destroyers, or light cruisers.
We were like we shared a corner.
All right, I have moved. You guys are all hiding behind stuff, and I can't see you, which means I can't shoot you. That's,
shucky darns.
Yeah.
It's almost like we, thought about that.
I want that Wolverine to just stay dead center and everyone looks on him all at once.
Right now, I'm debating. I literally have enough movement to run right up into that adder's face and start punching it this turn.
Look, I gotta say,
I'll be shot by
Good.
5
I
clan
appreciate
members.
some moxie, but yeah, you're gonna get shot a lot.
Brad, I'll go up the
almost-
center if you want to do that.
No, I would almost
Okay.
certainly die.
It doesn't matter. They'd still all shoot him. You know they would.
Certainly
Yeah.
die. What do I have? I have like 19 armor on my pieces. I would be blown to smithereens.
Okay.
It would be fun to see though.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Not the smithereens part, the punching part.
No, I'm going to be far more prudent than that. And instead, who's over here? Cotton's over here. I don't want to overextend because they'll just blow right past us because they have a lot of movement. But I do think we'll also probably win the next initiative. So I'd rather not use my supercharger 2 turns in a row if I can help it. So I'm just going to jump 5 to here. Three, I believe. Yes.
Interesting. I like having a +4 to shoot SidAlpha. You are up. You still want to stay centrally located, Bandito?
I got it.
Yeah?
4.
You guys are playing really good defensive tactics on a round where you lost initiative. It's really frustrating to see.
Aren't you
Well, it's
proud?
not like you formed a Death Star, AP. Using a Death Star tactic.
Mm-hmm.
And it being clan stuff everything's good at close range essentially.
As you know, the only thing that can defeat a Death Star, a starfish.
Starfish really loves you.
It's that round where you shoot, and among those people who shoot, you shoot first. People who shoot.
Yeah. Do we have any music?
I guess I haven't used music in a while, but I can go back to the old days and try to find one of those epic jukeboxes from season 3, I guess.
I'll shoot first.
Will you now?
Because the only thing I can shoot is my large lasers. 10 hexes. 3 + 2 is 5. +1 for the dawn. Makes it 6. +3 for his movement makes it 9. +1 for the range from being medium range by sniper. I need to get 10s on each. And okay. Okay. I don't build enough heat to get the -1 to hit me.
See.
Actually, have been 12s because I would have to shoot to that cover. So it doesn't matter.
I'm having trouble finding any jukeboxes. Interesting. Well, friends, you're not going to have any music tonight. I'm going to need to speak to my friend Sound Spirit, or Soundwave's Ghost, about getting another round of jukeboxes printed out. Current ones are not working. All right, so you shot and missed while I was busy monkeying around with stuff.
Yes, because I needed 12s to hit.
SidAlpha. That's not a question. But it is a thing I want to do. Still the spice trade. That's not a question, but they did it anyway. 10
That's
hexes
rad.
to SidAlpha.
That's
What?
rad. You're
That's
shooting
not
at rad.
Oh, that's a Centurion. You're right. It's like SidAlpha, but slightly different.
There really isn't anybody that can shoot SidAlpha at the moment.
It really isn't. No.
Yeah, it's such an awkward angle.
Yep.
3, 4 for the environmental. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You picked such an open spot that is
13.
somehow still obstructed.
So I can technically take a shot at
Yeah,
Rad.
that was intentional.
At 12, which is not so good. Wolverine is very shootable though, in like shootable way.
It would also be a 12 for you, if not 11.
Gonna be a hell of a lot less, but okay. Arctic Cheetah. Talk about you. 5, 6, 7. So you're short range. 3, 4, 3 again for the targeting computer. 5, 6 for my run. 7, 8, 9 for your deal. 10, 11 for this beautiful piece of concrete. I can take pot shot at 11. Sure, that ain't nothing. Turned out it was nothing. Anyone your side want to take some shots?
I don't think I can see anything around the buildings that are so nicely protecting me.
Yeah, you are nestled.
How much?
Within.
Your targeting computer removes 1, right?
Correct.
So I could take a shot at you for 12.
You have a targeting computer?
No.
'Cause
I just asked how much.
12.
I was shooting at 12 with a
I
targeting.
thought you said
shooting
you were
at
shooting at 11.
Was I?
Yes.
So I would shoot at 12.
Sure. Yeah, at short range though, is the
Yeah,
key.
I'm 7 hexes away from you with my ERM. I was gonna say ERM lasers. That's not right. LRM 5s. I just want to shoot 1 though. I'll just shoot 1.
Very well.
I missed.
I see. Let's talk about Goss.
I really want to try to grab this set of dice now.
Don't. You'll ruin everything.
I'm not going to because I learned my lesson, but it is tempting.
I think that is all of the people that can shoot
damn
have
it,
shots. What's this D got in terms of armament? LRMs. No, I'm good. Very well.
Steal your dice.
Let's patrol our movement dice and do that thing that we do. All my mechs cool completely off.
Sid, I can't tell you how crucial it is that you win this.
Okay, so I'm hearing Snake Eyes for a second time in a row.
Sid, please win initiative.
I believe in you, Sid.
I ask you, please win initiative.
I have a 10.
11.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Mm-hmm.
Just re-roll the 1. Or can you not? You have to re-roll
No, I have
both?
to. I have to reroll them both.
Oh, okay.
That's it. You win.
It's 12. Yeah.
Yep.
Aha! There you go, Pondo. Just
Yay!
for you.
Thank you. I still need to
Using
go
my
last,
super
though.
special
Well, never mind. I might not be.
tactical acumen. What looked like poor positioning turned out to be advantageous positioning. All right.
Now, what was it? If we stopped in front of the
Yeah, it
truck
can't
for
move.
1 round, then
It
we get to
can't
take it?
move.
What happens if I jump on top of it?
You will probably explode it.
Are we
Well,
just
not
trying to
gonna
keep the
jump
truck
on it.
from
Stand on top of
from
SRM
reaching?
carriers would no problem.
Yeah. I'm essentially jumping to stand over top of it, not jumping to smash it.
I can't remember. Are we trying to stop the truck or destroy
Trying
the
to
truck?
stop it,
Stop it.
Stop it.
Not destroy it.
not
No,
destroy.
Because
it.
we want someone that's inside the truck.
Can I just walk over and turn it upside down?
That's a good
I
question.
don't think so.
I mean, what's stopping me from doing that?
It's a hover vehicle.
And
It can
hover
flip itself
vehicles
over.
don't work when you turn them upside down.
They are built to flip back over.
Can he just pick it
That
up
sounds made
and
up.
hold it?
That doesn't sound made up. As you've keenly discerned, they do not work in a forward or lateral direction when they're flipped over. They unflip themselves over.
So if I'm over top of it, would it still stop it?
No. You have to stand in front of it to stop it.
So I can make it right here at a walk if you guys
If you want to
would
stand
like
over
to.
it, it can't shoot you with all of its 0 guns, though.
I was planning on just jumping in front of it.
Okay.
You have to stand in
was
front
also
of it,
planning
prevents
on
it from moving. If you continue to do so for a whole round, you capture the vehicle.
I mean, I also, if I do
So
that,
if
I
we
can break my hatchet down on the Kit Fox.
So if someone stands
Okay,
in front of
then
there
yeah,
and doesn't
go right
die,
ahead.
then we
Yeah.
just win.
Yes.
Okay.
The enemy
The-
mechs will initiate what's called a force withdrawal, and will all be forced to
3,
begin retreating off the battlefield rather than engaging it.
4.
They'll still shoot on their way out,
5.
but they'll all have to move towards their closest battlefield edge. Can you stand on it and use it as a hoverboard? No.
Yes.
I
No.
figure I could stand on it and just use my weight to keep it from
This
hovering
isn't
down.
Back to the Future, although it's a great question. Because if we could, I would totally do that.
Yeah. I love where your head is at right now.
What if we had two
Wow,
of them
Glimo,
side
I
by
gotta tell
side?
you, the fact that you're you're like, I'm a guest, I'm not gonna return later in the season again. It doesn't matter if I horribly explode. You
No, the word of Blake stuff will protect him. He said.
yeah, he's not gonna be
Gratias
around for
agamus domino Blake Nostro.
yeah, he's not gonna be around for that season finale where I invite all of the guests to come back and
I will assist in this endeavor to hopefully attempt to draw fire.
well,
Let's
it's
see,
my
where
move.
where was it you kept on getting shot, Glimo? Was it just
It
you were
was
getting cord?
Right
It was the
torso.
left torso,
Or left torso, yeah.
and he had an XL engine.
Yep.
It's probably going to happen again.
And once the XL engine was gone, it was
That was it.
over.
That's okay, because if you go down, I'll just jump straight out in front again.
If you go down, there's a chance that someone will be able to pick you up before you get shot. It's not a super high chance, but we can move faster than our other mechs, so it's higher than normal.
You guys are up.
Jerome Blake might not protect you, but we will do our best. Hmm.
I
Hmm.
try
Interesting.
to draw fire. I don't want. Yeah, they don't have enough hexes, and it's a bad idea to run. Twist, right? Actually, I could do that either way. I'm gonna go. That's actually 5. Okay.
You're sure about this?
No, but I'm doing it anyway.
Very well.
I am hoping to piss off some clanners.
Pissing off clanners is fun.
It tends to be our specialty.
Pissing people off is your specialty. You don't. The clan does not need to be
No,
appended to that.
it's been inherited at this point.
That's because they don't let you talk on the radio anymore.
Actually, I've been talking on the radio fine.
You guys are up.
I'll have to shot. I can fuck that up. Fine.
You can't stand inside any of these damaged buildings, right?
No. You can burst through them if you want to just bust through.
Kool-Aid Man style.
Yeah, or Mechwarrior 3 intro style.
And I have work messaging me.
Awesome.
Well, someone else on your team can take a turn.
Tell me again about Kool-Aid Man.
If you want to spend 2 movement points, you can just Kool-Aid Man through the ruins. But those ruins will be destroyed in the process.
But you could look cool while you're destroying
That's
them.
a hell of an offer.
Well,
If there was
it
somebody in front of me right now, I would fucking do it. I would run through this wall and smash into another mech.
You know, it's you got that Puma right there.
He's not. He has to be directly in front of me for to charge him, though.
You can go over to this other one and set up next time.
Have these two clowns back here not moved yet?
They haven't.
Correct.
Do we lose initiative? What the hell?
No,
No,
we
we
won initiative.
Oh.
Cotton hasn't go yet. We have 3 people to go.
Cotton, Sid, and Rad have not moved yet.
All right, I'll jump over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make sure I can do it first. Yes, I can. Boop. Hello.
Very well.
Arthur, I didn't say it, but I mean, is it just understood that I keep my heat up unless said otherwise? Otherwise, if you want me to say it every
Are
time, then I don't.
you micro pulsing lasers everywhere at all times?
Basically, yes.
Sure.
Okay. I'll let you know when I don't do it, but other than that, assume that I am.
Well, you guys are up.
One of us is going to die this round. I almost guarantee it. They have so much fucking firepower. It's ridiculous.
Historically, it's me. So
Sid, would you
That's
be all right
just
to go?
true. 100%. If they focus fire any one of us, that person dies. Like almost guaranteed.
Give me a
Sid, would you like to
second,
go
I'm thinking.
ahead? Or
Give me a second.
Cotton?
I'm thinking. Give me a second. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Cotton, are you okay to move?
God.
She wants to wait.
The
for
only
kid
one
flex.
that I have a problem with is the one that hasn't moved yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
thing,
I have a problem with that one too.
Sid
gonna
Alpha is garrisoning right
kill
now.
me
He's
alive.
like, listen, come back to me in a little while, Commander Pondo Shepherd.
I am worried about moving because I have the least armor out of everybody, and that thing can walk behind me.
I'm running calibrations right now.
Statistically speaking.
We got a 32.33 repeating, of course, chance of survival. Does anyone need the drop?
There.
Leroy
jumped.
needs those shoulders. Very well.
Someone's gonna die today.
Remember when Rad was like, there's no way they're gonna just run right down the center through the city directly into us."
Ridiculous.
And here we are. Cotton is about to do something like I run behind him and open comms and say, nothing personal. Wow, where the hell are you going?
No, I walked 9 hexes. Well, no, I didn't walk 9 hexes. I walked 9 while turning.
Look at that. Around the
eight.
outside. Around the
bad, 8.
outside.
I can't turn the last one. That'll make it 9, and I don't want to roll to not slip.
Very well.
Joys of having a cicada speed mech.
Wait, out of curiosity, can I shoot him from here?
Oh yeah.
I'd rather stay there.
Oh, sorry. Shoot who?
That one.
This guy is the one you can shoot.
I can shoot somebody from here, though.
Yes, you can shoot the Kit Fox up here.
Okay.
It's not a back shot though. It's just a right side shot.
Eh.
Okay.
I can't shoot the A1 there. Right?
Yes, the building and you are between the two of it.
Alright, so he can't shoot me either.
Correct.
I guess that's fine.
You know, as long as we're talking about shooting things, the Puma 2 is going to unload on the Buccaneer with everything, including that rarely employed, but always crowd-pleasing flamethrower.
Okay.
It's going to make you hot.
Sorry, I'm going the wrong direction. 3, 4 for walking, 5, 6 for the thing there. Targeting computer cancels out the dusk bonus, so it's literally just a 6 to hit. We'll do ERPPC Flamer. Yep. Right torso is going to take 15 points.
Of course it is.
On that buck, yeah.
Okay.
Just getting there and just...
All torso, all the time. There goes my XLs.
Look, you might end up getting Kenneth crossed. Whole upper torso armor completely destroyed. Wow.
Uh-oh.
ERPPC 2 misses. Flamethrower also misses.
Woo-hoo!
Incredible.
Hey,
Yay!
It's okay, the
I-
other one's going to get that torso, the itchy shot.
Gain 11, 12. So it's 11 with the desert heat modifier.
Well, what's the desert heat modifier?
You
I thought it didn't
minus
kick
1
in
heat
till
every
dawn.
turn for 10 turns.
Oh, okay.
We're in turn 3, so. And I have a next round. I will have a +1 to be hit bonus for my spicy heat levels. Please, friends, take a chance. Roll your dice.
I am going to Alpha Strike the Kit Fox, and when it comes time to that, I will be declaring melee.
Very well. Very well.
So 4 medium lasers, a medium pulse laser, an SRM6 with Artemis, and someone will have to remind me what the Artemis does. I
Plus
know
two.
that's something to the
Plus two.
cluster. +2, okay. ER large. So
Chad is out here representing for Word of Blake.
everything is at short range. I start at 3, +1 for the desert is 4. I walked, so that's 5. He ran for 3, so that's 8. So the pulse is at 6 and everything else is at 8s.
Good
If I math correctly.
Make sure to say the proper prayers before you press buttons.
Gratias agamus domino Blake nostro.
Okay.
Is this some Cthulhu?
There wasn't enough flaunting and rylothing.
No, that's let us give thanks to Blake our Lord in Latin. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ER large for 8.
Yeah.
That is
Space
not
AT&T
an 8.
Mormons.
I guess I'll do the medium pulse for 6.
That'll hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit the left leg.
Left leg,
For
take
6.
6.
Got it.
Okay, and then 4 medium pulses at 8. First one hits.
That'll
And
hit the
10,
left arm.
for 5. Second one.
Sorry, what was it?
Left
Left
arm. For
arm,
five.
Left arm for 5.
Very well.
Second one misses. Third one misses. Fourth one misses. And SRM 6 will hit. Cluster 7, so
Cluster
that's actually
9,
9.
It's a 6, SRM 6.
SRM 6, yes.
It is 5 hit. The first 2 points go into the left leg. If it goes through the armor, it's a crit.
Left leg takes 2.
Yes.
No crit, no internal.
No.
Okay. So second missile.
Sorry, as we said 6 hit.
5
Yeah,
hit.
5 hit.
Okay, so second, so number 2. It's in the
Right
10.
torso takes 2.
Or you actually, Glimo, were using the location roll
Oh,
calculator.
sorry. Okay.
So where's this one going?
Right torso takes 2.
Okay, got it.
Third one.
Left leg again takes 2. It crits once if it goes internal.
It is indeed internal.
It crits
Woohoo!
once. You like this leg, the specific leg.
We can.
Is this payback for the torso?
Yeah, it's
We
like
can
it's the right
increase
torso.
the level of a crit, can't we?
You can increase it to 1 more, but I don't know if it's really beneficial for a leg.
No, I'm not talking about this roll, but
Yes.
Let me see what happens when the hip gets hit. I'm sure it comes with. The problem with control effing it is that the word hip appears in the word ship, which means every dropship and airship.
Can't you do a whole word?
I am doing the whole word
Oh.
hip.
I mean, then it wouldn't find ship if you did.
It is
Whole-
not working.
No, okay.
Maybe I'm gonna check the index. Either way, I'm probably gonna have to make a roll to stay standing.
You typically only need to take a roll if you either got kicked or you get a gyro hit.
You have to make a roll when actuators get hit. For sure. Don't worry, some guy is furiously writing me on YouTube right this very instant.
Is it
Page 216, Arthur.
It's page
you're wrong. You're doing
127.
it all wrong.
Okay.
Hip,
You
leg.
destroyed the
Critical
game.
hit freezes the leg in a straight position. The controlling player must make a piloting skill roll at a +2 modifier. Great. There's that.
Can I spend a plot point to make him automatically fail?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to do that.
He does so, and he would have passed, by the way, so get fucked. Drops to 3 walk speed as a result.
Not fall over?
+2 to all piloting skill rolls. Make a piloting skill roll every turn that the damage mech runs or jumps.
I thought that was a fall check.
No, it was. Yes, it was. It's a check
Oh,
to.
okay.
Yep, it has failed the fall check. Now I got to roll for all that falling stuff, which is on what, page 68? I'm betting. Yes, it is.
Well, considering it's a light mech, it doesn't have much damage to take.
Yeah, that's the important part, not the fact
No,
that.
but knocking it prone is just funny. So
Now, if we could just shove that
I
over
use my
into
plot
the...
point for a literal banana peel.
It has a weight of 30, so it's going to take 3 points of damage. And it will be on the right side roll. Center torso. At least it didn't hit the leg again. That's that premium level content. Okay, damage to Mechwarrior. He has a +2 difficulty. So he needed a 4, then it became a 6, so he's good. He does not take damage. All right, where were we? You were shooting me. Let's
Yes,
go
I
back
have
to
two more missiles.
Great.
So-
Cannot wait.
Missile 4 hits you in the 8, which is left torso.
Got it.
Find one of those beautiful prone tags.
And last missile hits you in the 11
Left arm.
left arm.
Okay.
It does crit twice if it goes
Nope.
through.
You haven't hit it enough.
Okay.
You've been focusing on the leg, not the arm.
Okay.
You hated that one leg.
And that's what I've got until physical round.
I'm going to counterfire with that particular mech. And I'm also going to declare... Oh, no, it's a different round, so he'll actually be on the ground. He won't be able to punch. I'm going to open with Narc Launcher, then LRM-15, LRM-15, LRM-5. So 3...
Ardanes.
4...
Can you fire an LRM at point blank?
Yes.
The clan,
when
so
you're,
yes.
when you're clans,
Oh,
you can
okay.
do whatever you want. I can just... I'm a game master. I can just make up rules. The Saladin lifts off into the upper atmosphere. Then a Centurion that has been redone in clan colors, wielding an axe that is actually a giant guitar, catches it in midair while playing the guitar on top of a leopard dropship. So it's using the leopard as a hoverboard. All of those things really happen because... Where was I? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm hitting 8s. Narc first. Love to get a narc on this. Nope. LRM-15 1. Nope. LRM-15 2. Also no. How about that LRM-5? Nope. The point blank range, this guy unleashes 36 missiles at your mech, and you're just like, whoop, whoop, huh, huh. And then he falls down in the process. He's like, whoa!
What an idiot! I say that over comms.
Of course you do.
As the other 4 mechs, the other 3 mechs that are in line of sight U-turn.
Yeah.
I did not generate enough heat to light up, so
I gotta do my heat.
you guys are up.
Brad, which one are you focusing on?
The one,
guess-
the Puma.
I can attempt to can open for you.
If you want, sure. I mean, I'm gonna shoot some lasers, and then I'm gonna punch in the punch round, and should be.
Oh, you have lasers. You just have lasers, don't you?
I got some lasers.
I have missiles, so it may be beneficial for you to shoot first.
Yeah, I'll shoot first then. Sure. I'm going to be shooting exactly, no more, no less, 1 ER large laser, 2 ER medium lasers, and 1 ER small laser.
I can feel my blood pressure dropping already. Gonna get a lot of mileage out of that joke.
2, 5, 6, I believe. Is his heat high enough to give me a bonus?
No.
Probably not.
Are you currently at 9 heat?
6, 7. Yep, 7 from my heat. So 7s, and I will begin to shoot my weapons. First will be the large laser, and that'll hit. Which one's the location one? I always forget. 5.
You're shooting at or 1.
Yes.
Is it right leg? 6-8. For ER large, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 8.
Got it.
Then 2 mediums. First medium will miss, and second medium will hit. No, wait, no, won't. Will also miss. And the small will hit in the 10.
That is the left arm. Takes 3.
And I will wait patiently to begin punching. The Centurion is not equipped with the same light show as the crab. So it doesn't have all of the LED track lighting in all of the joints like the crab does. It instead just plays like AC/DC songs on like loudspeakers.
As your mech heats up, there's a little holo projector, and Billy Wyndham Williamson IV's face appears there and goes, "Hey, partner, looks like your mech's heating up. Want to keep that under control?" He's wearing a cowboy hat as well. It's pretty clear that he's trying to do a Bandito impression.
Nice, nice.
I'll chortle at that.
It cuts off after you like slap the override. Do not shut my mech down button.
Okay.
Puma 1 firing at Buccaneer.
I've turned that button. My cockpit has been modified to where that button is just a button on the floor. You know how like headlights used to be a long time ago? So I can just stomp it real
Stomp
quick.
it.
Yeah.
3, 4, 3 again for
Can
targeting
I
computer.
spend a plot point to take the shot since I'm right in front of him?
I believe so.
Or is it, I think I have to be adjacent.
You have to be
it.
adjacent.
I've only been hit once. Don't worry about it.
Well, you still got like
A lot.
2 more mechs to go through. if you're feeling confident, I this feels like I'm getting some,
I'll take
some
I'll
deja
take
vu.
I'll take one more, but
Okay, well, I tried. I'm getting deja vu, but I tried.
What page is that on in the book? Probably have it written down somewhere.
I believe I have to be adjacent to him to take the shot. Not
I
to the
agree
mech
with
shooter.
you, but I want to confirm that. 86 maybe. Games. You want to take the hit self only if you are adjacent to a friendly unit that is hit. Yes. It's also at GM discretion to take some or all.
Okay.
However, I'd be perfectly fine with piling all sorts of damage on you on a regular basis. No flamethrower, but 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7. No.
I want to try to Windex spray me
6.
with the flamer.
Looking at a 6 to hit with 2 air PPCs.
how do you have a 6 to hit?
Started with a 3.
3,
I walked. 4.
4,
Targeting computer brings me back down to 3.
He's in short
Desert
range.
brings me back up to 4.
4.
5, 6.
Okay.
That's how.
He's in short
Great.
range because he has
Power
ER
of
PPCs.
Ra. That's a
Targeting
6.
computer was the thing that I
Left arm takes 15 points of damage.
left arm 15. Got it.
Is that your hatchet arm?
that
It
is
is
your
my
hatchet
hatchet
arm.
arm.
Wow. Well, if I could hit there again, it would not be as good as hitting center torso, but it would be great. That is a hit.
That's right arm.
Right arm.
Right arm takes 15.
Indeed. Could I have you make a piloting roll to stay standing, if you would?
Yes.
I prefer that you don't stand. Don't stand so. Don't stand so.
I'm good. 11.
He's standing close.
Very unfortunate. I am now glowing. Next round.
Oh yeah, I gotta put.
Does it
glow
apply
dice
next round or
down,
this round?
too.
Next round.
Okay. That'd be beneficial.
Should be.
Oh,
at-
that's what those extra dice were.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, how did this thing walk and jump at the same time?
31. Heat dissipation is
So those
minus
are being-
1. So
Technically, wouldn't that bone
8
that,
heat.
that making it slightly easier to attack count in the melee phase because it's a different
Yes, because it's a
phase?
different phase.
Just checking.
You guys are up.
Okay, I can
I'm
go.
marking the heat markers.
I had the magenta. What? You
They were
turned them
blue.
orange. What?
They were blue.
They were blue for
They're a
us.
majestic.
Yeah.
Okay. You do whatever you want with
majestic.
mine. Beautiful dice. The stream can confirm they were magenta. More like a fuchsia, really.
You know what? We weren't able to see.
I understand that, and it's infuriating for me that you just do whatever you want. You aren't even making them the same color as
Is
the
that
real.
better?
I'm doing my best.
I will. You know what? I'm pretty sure I control it. There it is. I control F'd it. I'm going to control F everything here. Control F this. Control
I
F
can
that.
see a magenta.
There are so many dice right here going on this little fight.
Yeah.
You need a heat marker or something.
Okay,
I'll
so
fire unless you want it, she said.
how much heat do we have to build before we're
25.
25? We have Oh, if we expend more than 25
Yes,
heat?
if you build
Yes,
more than
not-
25 heat, even if you dissipate it, you still get a
Okay.
+1. And if you
Gotcha.
somehow built 50 points of heat, you would get a +2.
So I'm going to light up 2 then.
Very
Yeah, I'll
well.
light up as well. Because I'll go ahead and shoot
Is-
at the adder in front of me.
Oh, you're going to go? Okay.
Yep. I am shooting at 7s because 3 jumped for 3. Dawn makes it 7. Actually, no, I'm shooting at 8s. Shooting at 8s. And I'm firing a large laser, a 3 medium lasers, and then a SRM4. Do we have PAG use at the moment?
Yes.
Are we
Takes-
using the Arrow 4s as typical Arrow 4s?
Yes, but it takes a round for them to arrive.
I'm asking, does it have the area effect thing? Because if
Yes.
so, that might not be a good idea in the situation.
Yeah, well, yes, you will definitely hit yourself if you arrow for it right now.
Okay, I'm just not going to leave the tag alone. Okay.
Mhm.
Large laser, 3 mediums, and then SRM4. I'm hitting at 8 at the adder 1.
There you go, Cardin.
Oh, that's right. We have a +1 difficulty from the environment, don't we?
+1 dice tower over here for your Cotton. Dice pyramid, really. Very solid structure.
Not really.
I like it.
Which one's Puma 1? Okay, never mind. I'll let that be. Medium 1. That will hit.
You're very
It
echoey
will
right
hit in
now.
the right arm for 5.
Your audio quality has changed, Pondo.
I think Cotton has her is unmuted.
My bad. I stopped to compliment your dice tower. Forgot
Thank
to hit
you.
mute again because I was trying to fix this. The dice missing in this corner.
I know.
Sorry.
I pulled it out by accident and decided not to fix it.
Okay. Medium 2. That'll miss. Medium 3. Also miss. And SRM 4. Still miss. Edge is separate from plot point, correct?
No. I
Okay,
thought it
so
was,
it's
but
the
then
same.
it wasn't. Also, wow, I forgot to mention this earlier. I went back and read the book. Thank you for that dramatic.
Sorry.
It's not in the section about recovering and salvaging mechs. It's in like the first 30 pages of the book. It tells you that if you salvage a mech from somebody else's force, it only costs like 1 or 2 more XP to bring it back up to full health. That's why salvaging costs so much.
Okay.
So there's not like, you can't salvage a mech for less than it would cost to repair it if it was destroyed. The rules are there, they're just not concurrent. They're in 2 different parts.
Okay, well,
What
I'll
else are we
just go
doing here?
ahead
You
and-
want to spend a plot point to re-roll? Come on,
No.
coward.
And I actually don't build the 25 heat because my SRM 4s don't go off.
That's very unfortunate for everyone involved.
That was actually, if they went off, it'd be right at 25. I didn't.
Okay, you're 5 hexes away from me, Buccaneer. Great number of hexes to be away. That's perfectly short range. So let's circle around and do that. 3,
Oh, jeez.
4 for heat of the desert or the darkness. 4, 5, 6, 7 is what I'm aiming to hit. I'm gonna go Goss, medium. Well, that'll hit. Left arm takes 7 points of damage.
You destroyed my tower.
Who was that?
Can I spend a plot point to
Pondo.
not have that happen?
You could spend a plot point to force me to re-roll that roll.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
I would like to do that.
Very well. I miss.
Woohoo!
Nice.
And then I miss again.
Nice.
I know we're in the middle of a combat round, but we're like 15 minutes past break time. Does everyone remember who has acted so far on your side?
I remember that I have not. Well,
I
I've
also
shot.
have not.
I'm waiting to punch.
I have not shot yet.
Okay. As long as you're aware, and I feel like it's reasonable that we go on break right now, and when we come back, we continue this combat round. It's not the way I like to do things. That's where we're at right now.
Well,
Break is out.
it could be over next round so long as Limo doesn't die.
Right.
So let me run this hypothesis by you. Your theory is that not only does he not die this round, he stands perfectly still next round and also doesn't die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to be very clear on.
We're hoping at least there'd be one less adder by the end of the combat phase.
Mm-hmm.
Hope something. We'll be back in about 8 minutes for the second half, where we'll hear more about Pondo's hopes and dreams, his wants, his needs, everything you need to know about him. You know, almost like this is a dating game where we all stand in front of doors.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for that. I was really floundering with it, so